Welcome to Rich House Crime, where we emphasize dumb criminals, because if you were smart, you would have never got caught. As always, if there's any dumb criminals that you want me to react to, drop them in the comments. Today, we are stepping into the celebrity world, all right? So if y'all like this world, make sure y'all write celebrity in the comments so I know to do more stuff like this. This rapper out of New York, trial just started today, named K-Flock, young guy, probably like 18, 19 years old, and he's facing a mandatory life situation. All right, now, before I wanted to get into the trial, I wanted to make sure that we know everything that was going on with the situation that led up to now. Now, the first thing is his age. At that age, people are chasing clout. Let's call it what it is. They're willing to do whatever they can do for clout, and that also transfers into why they're using the lyrics and stuff in trial against him. All right, so he got a nice little crazy situation. He thinks he's going to probably get self-defense, but there's no self-defense in New York. All right, so let's get into this. Let me know where you're located, guys. I'm from the East Coast, New York, New Jersey area. I live in the West Coast now. I would love to know where y'all from. I would love to connect with a lot of people on this platform. Make sure y'all subscribe if you like it here, and let's get into it.
Just before 10 a.m. on December 16, 2021, police respond to a shooting outside a Harlem barbershop. Arriving on scene, they find a 24-year-old victim named Oscar Hernandez, aka O.Y. Waka, with gunshot wounds to his back and neck. He was transferred to a hospital, but later succumbed to his injuries. In the days to come, NYPD Crime Stoppers would release a picture of the suspect wanted for murder. The picture shows the suspect matched with a very distinct outfit. The rare $1,000 Amiri jeans he just recently bought at an Amiri store would later come back to haunt him. K-Flock was eventually identified as the alleged shooter, and a wanted poster was issued. 1 week after the murder on December 23, 2021, K-Flock would surrender himself to the police and be arrested for second-degree murder. While awaiting trial in early 2023, things got even worse for him. He was federally indicted on gang charges. So here's K-Flock right here and a woman. Apparently, this is in op territory. He's just walking around op territory where his ops are at, you know what I'm saying? And he was taunting that he was there with a weapon on him. So he looks past the barbershop. Look, you can see he has a gun in his hand.
That's the problem. These young guys don't be knowing how to be quiet, man. And that's exactly why they ended up on the dumb criminal side. Any age, you could be a dumb criminal.
He's looking in the barbershop. I mean, what the fuck is this guy thinking? Is this not the dumbest thing you've ever seen in your life? He's an up-and-coming rapper, has all this opportunity and does this. Walks by, right? The victim is about to run out after him. I guess they both recognize each other. There's the victim walking out. He's also clutching something. He was reaching. We don't know if he had a weapon on him yet. We'll find out at some point in the trial, I would imagine. But he's also grabbing something, it looks like. And here's the other angle of K-Flock turning around back at the barbershop. He stops walking. He's like, He's still clutching, kind of.
See,
he's about to turn around again.
I'm from the East Coast, and I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of people do that. They're like fake pocket, act like they dig it in their pocket, act like they digging for something, and sometimes somebody really got it on them. See?
So they're like having a little bit of a verbal dispute, it looks like, honestly. Looks like something was said between the two. And K-Flock kept walking away. Then he's shot. I can't show any of this. It's going to be blurred. Here's another angle of it. Here's the victim. He's reaching for something, it seems.
That's crazy.
K-Flock clearly has a gun in his hand. And this is why a lot of K-Flock fans are saying this is a self-defense case. But I don't think that's how it works in New York.
Nah, there ain't no self-defense in New York.
Is like the most strict place when it comes to guns in terms of like how they charge people and how much time you get if you're caught with a gun, especially in the major city in Manhattan. You're cooked. Or the Bronx, anywhere, dude. I think it's like a mandatory 5 years or something crazy like that. If you get caught with a gun, you're going to prison for 5 years. Like, not even joking. And here's the indictment. Don't know if anyone's read this yet on YouTube, but I'm doing it right now, boys. Perez, aka K-Flock, Davon Mason, BJ, Irvin.
These
Beeman,
are all kids
Nicholas
too,
Johnson,
man.
Nick,
That's what's crazy
Sean
about
Smith,
it.
Sticky, Josie Castro, Jesse, Count One, racketeering. From at least in or about 2017, the defendants and other known and unknown were members and associates of a criminal organization named Sevside or DOA, which operated in Belmont neighborhood of the Bronx, engaged in robberies, wire fraud, bank fraud, and acts involving murder and assault. Sevside/DOA, including its leadership, its membership, and its associates, constituted an enterprise as defined by Title 18 United States Code Section 1961. That is a group of individuals associated in fact, although not a legal entity, constituted an ongoing organization whose members function as a continuing unit for a common purpose of achieving the objectives of SevSide DOA. Purposes of SevSide: preserving and protecting the power and territory of SevSide/DOA and its members through the acts involving murder, assault, and other acts of violence. Enriching the members and associates through robberies and financial frauds. Promoting and enhancing SevSide and the reputation and activities of its members and associates, keeping victims and potential victims in fear of the enterprise. Obtain firearms, promote and celebrate criminal conduct on social media, Instagram, Facebook, through reference to real acts.
They involved in a lot of activity, boy.
I can already tell. They probably put some lyrics and music videos in this shit, didn't they? For the channel, please hit subscribe. I appreciate the support. Back to the video, boys.
Yeah, subscribe for me too.
December 16th one. K-Flock, defendant knowingly murdered and aided and abetted the murder of Oscar Hernandez in the vicinity of 151st Street and Amsterdam Avenue in New York, in violation of New York penal law. Count 2, violent crime and aid of racketeering. Count 3, murder through use of a firearm. Count 4, violent crime and aid of racketeering. Assault with a dangerous weapon and attempted murder. So a month before,
too many counts.
Shooting at someone who got attempted murder. November 10th, 2021, K-Flock, BJ, and EJ, the defendants and other knowingly assaulted an individual with a dangerous weapon and attempted to murder an individual. Count 5, the firearm. Count 6, violent crime and aid of racketeering. On February 10th, 2022. Interesting. So Mason, this is when K-Flock's already locked up. Mason, aka BJ, the defendant and others known, assaulted an individual with a dangerous weapon, attempted to murder an individual. June 26, 2020, Johnson, attempted murder. Now this was just recently filed a week ago, and I just found this file. So this is new stuff right here, boys. Listen up. So the government didn't want to start the trial on March 10th, by the way, but the judge is forcing it to start on March 10th in 6 days. Certain rap video excerpts should be admitted. So they are adding rap videos to this trial. GX601, song titled Ready for War by the rapper E.Baby. The government expects to elicit witness testimony that E.Baby, who died in 2022, was a leader of the OYZ gang, which is based in the Sugar Hill neighborhood of Upper Manhattan, the neighborhood in which the defendant shot and killed Oscar Hernandez on December 16, 2021. So they want to show an E.Baby video, which they just explain that E.Baby was a rapper that's dead now, and he was a rival gang member to K-Flock. The government also expects to elicit testimony that the defendant and the SevSide DOA gang he led were in an ongoing dispute with OYZ. SevSide and DOA versus OYZ. The government also intends to offer social media evidence in which the defendant repeatedly threatened to shoot E.Baby. The Ready for War music video depicts E.Baby and his associates making hand signs that witness will testify are associated with OYZ, including making the SevSide DOA hand sign at the end of the video pointed down, which witnesses will testify shows disrespect to the defense gang. So, Ready for War music video. They're taunting each other.
The fact that this white boy know everything and the police know everything is y'all ain't good criminals, bro.
Very common in these gang wars. The video also depicts several locations in Sugar Hill and the blocks immediately surrounding where the defendant shot Hernandez, including a park and a brown stone. Video evidence and witness testimony will show the defendant, armed with a gun, visited those locations looking for OYZ gang members in the hour before he shot and killed Hernandez. What did I say earlier? K-Flock was in enemy territory looking for ops. I mean, this is just stupid behavior, bro. While he's the breadwinner, he's up-and-coming rapper, blowing up, has a life-changing opportunity. At the same time, because the defense is not mentioned or shown in the GX601, the risk of unfair prejudice is minimal.
You can't say that. They all live in the same area.
Portions of the music video for Izya.
That's the part that these guys don't be knowing. They all live in the same area, bro. This is not like 10-mile rate. This is not like 20, 30, 40-mile radius. Everybody shopping in the same places. They going around the same places. They kicking it with the same people, chilling with the same chicks. Same thing.
Ready by the defendant, so K-Flock's own music. Government has selected 2 narrowly tailored portions to cut out the sound of a gun repeatedly firing and other lyrics that are less probative. In the portion of the song, GX603A, the defendant disses E.Baby by rapping, E.Baby, that kid ain't on nothing. The defendant also raps, don't run, don't trip, while others shout Dubski. Government expects to elicit evidence that those lines refer to an incident in which an associate of SevSide DOA gang shot Dubski, associate of the rival gang 800YZ, in the foot and then the head after he tripped, murdering him. Jesus Christ. In the foot and then the head after he tripped. Government expects to elicit witness testimony that glorifying the deaths of rival gang members such as Dubski is one way to show disrespect to a rival gang. In GX603B, the defendant raps, catch an LV, put him on his neck, while an individual in the background yells LVK. The government expects to elicit witness testimony that LV refers to a rival gang based in Lambert houses in the Bronx, with which SevSide DOA was an ongoing dispute, and that LVK refers to being Lambert Killer. Additionally, both GX603A and B depict individuals with the defendant whom whom witnesses
They
were
know
identified
too
as fellow
much.
Southside DOA members displaying hand signs to disrespect rival gangs, including RPT, which is a gang based in the Bronx River Park Towers complex. The government expects to establish a trial that on November 10th, 2021, the defendant and other members of Southside committed a drive-by shooting at the River Park Towers. Oh, so that's the November incident, was a drive-by shooting at the River Park Towers a month before the murder that he's charged with, too. Lyrics and visual content
Crazy.
thus have a direct and specific nexus to the charged conduct. That is, violent acts that members or associates of Southside DOA committed with the defense knowledge and furtherance of the racketeering conspiracy. Moreover, these clips do not depict any guns, and the government took care to eliminate the portion of the video in which there is an extended sound of a gun repeatedly firing. GX65 is a 2-second clip from music video for the defendant's song Brotherly Love. Another clip of his song. In the order, the court explained that it was excluding Brotherly Love, but its preliminary ruling was without prejudice to the government proposing to admit more tailored except. The government respectfully submits that it should be permitted to introduce a 2-second portion of the video and lyrics from the song which Perez raps, DOA, I'm dumping on anything. This brief clip is highly probative of the charged racketeering enterprise. The defendant defines DOA to mean dumping on anything, acknowledging his participation in charged enterprise while making a hand gesture.
That's why you gotta shut up, man.
This is just not good. None of this is good. This guy might be f***ing cooked, boys. Use of the video is necessary to show the defendant is the individual rapping the lyrics, and no gun is displayed in his 2-second clip. GX606 is a music video of the song OYK by Nas, EBK, and Set the Trend. 2 individuals whom witnesses will testify are respectfully a member and associate of Sevside. Okay, so more Sevside members rapping about shit, self-snitching, connecting the crimes, low-key. As the song's title, OYK, which is OY Killer, make it clear that the song is dedicated to disrespecting and threatening OYZ gang, which is the gang whose territory the defendant was in when he killed Oscar Hernandez. Although the defendant is not listed as one of the artists in the song, he appears throughout the music video making the sign of a gun to the OYZ hand sign. At one point in the song, Nas EBK raps in unmistakable terms, OYZ I see gotta die, OYZ I see gotta die. At which point the defendant appears in the video and yells, all O's shot. It is difficult to conceive of evidence that is more probative of the defense's ongoing dispute with the OYZ. That dispute is essentially proven that December 16, 2021 murder the defendant committed was in aid of the Sevside DOA enterprise. On that morning, the defendant traveled to OYZ territory, repeatedly displayed his gun, visited a number of locations featured in prominent OYZ member E.Baby's music video. Oh yeah, when he was taunting in their territory, he was standing on like a staircase that E.Baby shot a music video. Asked if individuals he encountered were OYZ members and then shot and killed Hernandez. As with the Who Really Buggin' video that the court ruled was clearly admissible, GX606 provides critical evidence that relates directly to one of the charged crimes. GX611 is an 11-second clip from the song PSA by the defendant. The defendant raps that if a woman sets him up, she's the line. He will carry a firearm, pack in the and will shoot it. Feel under pressure, I'm blasting the shit. In addition, he raps that if anyone confronts him, tries to brandish the firearm, the defendant will draw his gun more quickly and will shoot his rival. I'm whacking the whip. He tried to up, but I'm fast with it.
That's crazy that they using these lyrics, man.
Told y'all I get active with it. Defendant thus boasts in the clip he will shoot first in response to any threat. The portion of the video is relevant to the defendant's state of mind, motive, and opportunity to kill. Business record certifications. Government should be prepared at the final pre-trial conference to detail the relevance of underlying business records. 2 certifications from Facebook. Search warrants for 2 of the defendant's Instagram accounts, K.Flocka and K.Flocka. The government intends to introduce portions of the returns through a summary witness. In those records, the defendant engages in bank and wire fraud, communicates about specific acts of violence, and displays images and videos depicting his participation in Sevside. Certifications from Arizona Department of Economic Security and the New York State Department of Labor authenticating unemployment claim data for fraudulent claims associated with the defendant. He did not file for unemployment and take the unemployment money, brother. You're a rapper making good money. He filed unemployment? Are you kidding me, K-Flock? Certification from Amiri, a luxury clothing store, whose records reflect that the defendant purchased clothing he wore during the December 16, 2021 murder.
Oh my God, bro.
This is not good. Honestly, he's cooked. The only way he beats this murder case is if he somehow switches it to self-defense. But I don't know how New York works. I feel like New York is, especially a New York jury. A New York jury, some liberal people in New York.
No self-defense.
Certification from the New York City Police Department as to the authenticity of body-worn camera footage worn by the officer who responded to the murder, capturing the moments immediately after Hernandez was shot. Government expects that a witness will also be able to authenticate the video. Security systems company manages the video surveillance videos at River Park Towers. Bronx Community College, whose video surveillance system captures video of defendants and associates vehicle on their way to River Park Towers. See, that's what the issue with drive-by shootings right there. You're in a car traveling around New York City or the Bronx, and there's a million cameras, bro. A million cameras. You're gonna be tracked everywhere, you idiots. The simple fact that he's in enemy territory and the government's gonna be able to prove that with all these videos and the context makes it way worse. He's walking around with a weapon in enemy territory, ends up shooting someone and killing them.
It looked like it's an intent.
It's gonna be very hard to switch that to self-defense. I'm sorry. I don't see it. I'm being honest, boys, and I try to keep an open mind with some of these guys, these rappers, but damn, this was so fucking stupid. This trial won't be streamed because it's a federal trial, so we'll see what happens. I don't know if I'll be able to make any update videos. Love you guys.
All right, man. Shout out to Cuff Boys for giving us shout out to Cuff Boys for giving us a little background on, you know, the case, because I want to like cover it on the channel. This is a crime channel. We do cover dumb criminals, and I think that was a dumb decision. I want to know what your guys' views is on, you know, everything that I talked about in the beginning of the video. You know, as a parent, I did connect with this story because my son is 18 years old, and I want what's best for him. I know that sometimes people make decisions, and, you know, when you make a decision that messes up your whole life, it's crazy. But the whole dumb criminal things does not mean that I think that if you're getting caught, you're dumb. It's just what it is. A smart criminal will never get caught, and it's just the way that it is. So when we cover the whole title, Dumb Criminals, we try to cover the fact that it's not really in your best interest to get caught. All right? Make sure y'all subscribe. Hit the top bell, man. If y'all want more content like this, make sure y'all write more, man, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm out of here.